Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Get early access to Sleep Number's biggest sale of the year. 25% off the i8 bed, our most popular. Plus free home delivery. Limited time. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I got to come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, starts now.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 2 of OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. And it is now time for the 19th ranked team on the OTB Top 25. Let's get a quick recap here. Coming in at number 25, it is Boise State, the Broncos. At number 24, the Memphis Tigers. At number 23, the Baylor Bears. At number 22, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. At 21, the Tennessee Volunteers. And at number 20, the Iowa State Cyclones. And now it is Matthew Clayton Flynn. His turn.
For the listeners all around the world, all around the globe, the much anticipated drop of the 19th ranked team in the OTB Top 25 Preseason poll. We're going to keep it with a school that has traditions like no others. They are a team that inspires. They are a team that likes to get together and just yell at midnight before games. So we're going to keep it within the great state of Texas. I went to Waco last week for the, 23rd ranked team, Baylor Bears. We're going to keep it in the Lone Star State. In the SEC, number 19, Texas A&M. The Aggies, gig 'em.
That sounded way too natural for you, bud.
Gig 'em.
I don't like it.
Actually, did you know there's a tradition on campus that if I can't remember the name of the dog, it's a collie, I believe. Reveille, yeah. If he goes into your classroom.
Smoke was coming
we were
from my
looking
ears.
at each other and it was like, wait, what?
If he goes into your classroom during the day, and if he barks?
I think
if she barks in class.
Oh, she, yeah.
That's what I said.
It's fine.
Yeah,
It doesn't
for sure.
You misgendered Reveille?
Texas A&M fans.
That's
disrespectful.
Texas A&M fans would be ones to get mad about that. In all
they
fairness,
would be. If she barks in your classroom, and you're dismissed, you get to go home. So it's not a big deal. Yeah, you didn't know this?
No.
Home of the 12th man.
Also, the only things I know about Texas A&M are Dan Campbell, Billy Lucci, and Dennis Allen.
Look, the 12th man is a pretty cool. I think we could all agree it's a pretty cool tradition. If you don't know about it, I don't even know if they really still do it. I think it started back in war times, back in the day.
Like having a player wear 12.
Yeah, so they used to have,
do it.
yeah, they would have it was a walk-on thing. So you tried out for the 12th man. It was a guy that sometimes didn't even play football or played high school football. But it was a tradition that started back in the war where a lot of people were deployed and fighting for our country, blah, blah, blah. But a really cool tradition there. But that's not why they're 19th. They're 19th because I think they're pretty darn good this year. Yeah. They got a lot of talent, of course. They have the GOAT, strength coach, Mr. Tommy Moffitt. They got a really good defense this year.
Yeah.
They are very hydrated. I believe that Marcel Reed has a potential to be good. Like the guys from Texags at SEC Media Day really talking them up, and their spring trainings and things like that. So I don't know. We've seen, obviously, we saw him do a lot of damage against LSU as a changeup coming in the second half. Le'Veon Moss, one of the best running backs in the SEC.
If he's healthy, he could be a first-team type guy. I mean, we've seen him. He's from Baton Rouge. I've seen him do it for a long time. Health's going to be, obviously an issue for him. Probably their strongest position group room, though, is running back with Moss, Owens, Daniels. They've got E.J. Smith that is Emmitt Smith's son.
Yeah.
So they're locked at that position.
And I remember Moffitt saying, talking to him, and he's like, because they've recruited really well at Texas A&M, especially on the defensive side. He's like, man, they just got some really talented, big, fast, strong folks on the defensive side of the ball. So they're going to be a strong defense, and they're 19th there. I know we're in the SEC, and they're going to be a tough out, especially if Marcel Reed can take a next step
as a passer.
They're going to be a very dangerous team. So that's going to be, to me, the key focal point. Mike Elko, I think he's probably a pretty darn good coach. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with them. That's why they're 19th, because they have the potential and the talent, and especially if Marcel Reed does improve as a passer to, at the end of the year, maybe be ranked higher than that.
One name to pay attention to for SEC fans that are going to be watching Texas A&M, and maybe you don't watch another conference, KC Concepcion, coming over from NC State. He is a baller. He is somebody that is a jack of all trades. Like, whatever you need him to do, he can do it. At NC State, he lined up in the backfield. He lined up Wildcat quarterback. He lined up in the slot, outside. He is all over the place. Now, he got hurt last year, so he didn't have the year that he had the year before, but he was on the all-meathead team a year ago. He was our all-purpose offensive player. He is somebody that can really be a mismatch for you if you put him in the right spots. So you're going to know his name, and if he stays healthy, he's going to be a big weapon. He's not going to be their, go-to leading receiver that's going to look like a Sunday player. He's just that guy that is so annoying, because anytime you think you have him stopped, they're going to come up with something, get him the football, and he's going to convert it into a first down. So KC Concepcion, certainly a name to pay attention to when it comes to the Aggies there. Big trip for them, and Tate, I know you've got thoughts on the Aggies, but a big trip for them. It's wild that they play in the SEC, but their first 3 SEC games are all at home. I don't think an SEC game is the most important game on their schedule. I think going to Notre Dame is their most important game, because if you win that, knowing you have 3 home games to start off your SEC slate, that can really get you going in the right direction. The momentum for that could be huge for the Aggies. When you look at their most difficult games, I think you have to go on the road to Missouri. You have to come to LSU. That is going to be probably the toughest part of their schedule. But as far as SEC schedules go, you like the way they get it started, certainly, so that Notre Dame game feels like a massive one.
I mean, just look at how those two team seasons went a year ago. Notre Dame came to Kyle Field. They won that game. Notre Dame made the college football playoff. Like, Texas A&M, if things fall their way, do I think they're going to? They're probably going to go 8-4, but they have the potential to do it. Like, this team, like you mentioned, Auburn, Mississippi State, Florida, all at home. You could win and probably will be favored in all 3 of those games. Arkansas on the road, you're favored there. Like, you could potentially be 7-0 coming to Baton Rouge October 25th. Like, that's the type of season Texas A&M could have, and you split the rest of your games, you're 9-3.
What are you laughing at?
You're talking about the A&M mascot Reveille.
Okay.
If she barks in your classroom, you get dismissed. And somebody in the chat said, what happens if TCU quarterback Josh Hubert barks in class?
Real quick, I just got a message from a listener, Adam Cheney. He says, I'm still trying to figure out how to enter the chat. LOL. I have a lot I would like to say / interact with my fellow meatheads about. Mark my words. He says, mark my words. This is going to be a special season. Wait, I had to restart the special season. Everything around this program has a different look, vibe, and feel about it. Not saying it will be the equivalent, but feels a lot like the 2019 teams mindset with even deeper talent on both sides of the ball. Adam, shout out. Thank you for using the speak up feature on our app.
Nice.
Literally just go to YouTube and we're live, and then the chat just pops up. It's like,
just type in 1045 ESPN, and then you'll see.
But if you want to type, if you want to like participate, you have to sign up.
You got to log into your.
You have to subscribe.
You have to have a YouTube account. Yeah.
Okay.
You also have to subscribe to 1045 ESPN. Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of steps.
Yeah, but you can do it, Adam.
You can do it, though. I believe in you, Adam.
So to wrap up this 19 thing, if you're an A&M fan out there and you're listening, lot to be hopeful for, lot to be excited about, potential all around you. So if you're a fan, put on your onesie white body jumpsuit, short sleeve, roll up the sleeves even higher, put your thumb up, or put your hands on your hips and yell woo a lot, and do quarter push-ups every time your team scores.
And then get carried into a fountain.
And then get carried into a fountain. And maybe once or twice a year you wear dumb little overalls and make terrible jokes.
Oh, so bad. I feel like we haven't made fun of that portion of it to Moffitt enough yet. Probably because in the back of our mind, we're still a little nervous that he'll make us run 110s if we do.
Yep. Oh, I'll also forget. Put a towel in your back pocket as well.
Look,
that's an important part of the uniform.
We make fun of the fountain. Worst part about Texas A&M, that's actually cooler than their baseball tradition of blowing bubbles after every win.
Tradition's a great thing.
Blowing bubbles is bad.
Tradition is a great thing. It's what makes college football great. And making fun of them is a tradition like none other.
I was about to say, where are you going with this? Mm-hmm. All right. I didn't know, since they're so hydrated, I didn't know if you were, nervous to do so.
You ever see the one that go, tss? That's a bad one.
I don't know a lot about it. I'm serious.
I went to camp.
I know.
So I would go to their football camps.
Dan Campbell, Dennis Allen.
I would go to their football camps in the summer, like you do. I was in Texas, so I would go to the Baylor, the A&M, the Texas. I'd go to all of those football camps in middle school and high school. And yeah, I think in multiple of the camps at A&M, they'd have the yell leaders come and talk through the Aggie traditions and what all their yells are about. And I remember as an 8th grader thinking this is dumb.
I don't think you had to be in 8th grade to know that, but I'm glad you realized it before it's too late.
At that age, you're very impressionable about things.
Even though that was your second school.
I mean, you did think puka shells were cool.
Still are.
But even at that time, I thought that the yell leaders were not.
Yeah. Puka shell hates to see me coming.
Bleach tips? Yeah, that's a great idea.
Oh. Anybody got any sun in? We'll do it right now. All right, when we come back, there is a player on LSU's defense that is going to be as important as any player in the country to one side of the ball for his team. And we're going to break down that player. I know Tay-Tay's got thoughts on this player as well, and we'll do it when we jump back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Sun in, you just get it and you just spray it and it turns your hair orange. All right, go to pelicanroof.com. That is the website for Pelican Roofing, and it truly is the best of the best. And that's not just us saying that. Look right there on the homepage. 5-star reviews, Google, Facebook, Yelp, you name it. They rate it with 5 stars. So Instant Roof Quote is something also you can get done. What is that? Well, it's a great tool they have. You go, you type in your address, your home, your business, and it gives you an outline and a great idea of what that roof is going to cost you. Speaking of cost, they also have financing options right there on the homepage, pelicanroof.com. Yeah,
they're the most trusted roofing company in Louisiana. Offices in Lafayette and Baton Rouge. And when you start a project with them, you are going to get their undivided attention. They will dedicate one project manager to your job that is specifically focused on your job and your job alone. So go to their website, check out their financing options, check out everything that they can do, pelicanroof.com.
Excuse me, can I please talk to you for a minute? Sure, you look kind of familiar. Yeah, you do too. But I just wanted to know, do you know somebody named, you know his name? Oh yeah, definitely, I know his name. But I just want to let you know that he's mine. No, he's mine.
– 2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
This reminds me, little Ridgewood Middle School, whatever dance it was. Might have been Sadie Hawkins. Might have just been the fall dance, the initial fall dance. Going to middle school for the first time, you didn't have, dances, school dances in elementary school. Little Brandy and Monica are playing. Now, nobody's dancing because the boys are in this corner, and the girls are in that corner. There was great intention to get into the middle and start dancing.
Except for that one.
I just needed
couple,
one person.
Except for that one couple that was going out.
Even that was like.
You going out with her?
Yeah. You waited till maybe like.
Where y'all going out to? Nowhere, dude. My girlfriend. You ever see her? No.
You ever see her? No.
I don't know.
Her girlfriend, though.
History class. Held her hand. Will you go out with me? Yes, no, maybe. Check a box.
And what if they hit the maybe, though? What's that mean?
It's complicated.
You got options, and you're one of them, but you're not the only one.
Yep, in different area code.
Oh, really? Tell me more. Luda?
I mean, I was on those AL chat rooms, ASL and everywhere.
Screen name real quick before we get to this LSU defensive player. Screen name on AOL Messenger.
I already told you.
I forget, though.
Deep Ball 11.
Deep Ball 11.
What is it? Were you hour 2?
Yep. Are you talking about throwing the football person that
I
called
was
and
a
complained
quarterback.
about us?
I was a quarterback.
Quarterback, deep bites. Why it's singular, not plural. Throwing the football.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Lance
and that's
Armstrong
why
would be.
it is in that order as well.
What flipping the two words
Yeah,
will
well,
do.
is a bad
does a lot.
Whoa, okay, all right.
But like, at the time, like I think I was 7th, 8th grade, and I was like, that's every time I went to practice, I was like, hey, coach, I want to throw the deep ball. Let's go. That was it.
All right. It's not as cool as Freight 13 Train, but actually it is kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
Freight 13 train.
Yeah. All right, so there is a player on LSU's defense that could be as important as any player in the country to his team, certainly defensively. Phil Steele magazine, the great Phil Steele, where you can find the all meathead team on page number 3 as well, ranks this player as the top outside linebacker for the 2026 NFL draft. Surprise, surprise, that player. Nope, not Lance Harbor. It is Harold Perkins, number 1 on the list. Now, he is somebody that we've talked more about than maybe any defensive player over the last 10 years. Freshman year, we know what it was. He took over games. He won you the Arkansas game, like single-handedly won the Arkansas game. He had, 4 sacks, forced fumble. Like he did everything. The offense didn't do anything, and Perk made up for it. We all remember him spying Bryce Young. Bryce Young used to have that little stutter step move. They got every linebacker in the country. Perk laughed at it, tracked him down, tackle for loss. He was a man possessed. Now, we've also talked about his position. He can't live on the edge. It's not what he's built to do. Now he can dabble. He can line up there every once in a while. It's a great change of pace, but talking with Jimbo Fisher, who was the head coach at A&M, he's like, look, Perk lived on the edge that year, and we're like, okay, well, he's a really good player, but he's 220 pounds. We're going to game plan to run at a 220-pound player where we have a combo block with a tight end and a tackle. So that's what teams were doing. It's not, slighting Perkins at all. Perkins is an incredible player. I think he's going to play a long time on Sundays. It's finding the right spot. Play him a little stack linebacker, right? That position, it's not all about how big, fast, and strong you are, right? There's things like reading guards and reading running backs and like that. If you haven't done it your whole life, it can be difficult. I think the star position, which is a nickel Sam in this defense, is perfect for him. I think he has great coverage skills. You look at the Pro Football Focus grades. He's always, his entire career, had great coverage numbers, grades. You can still, and Matt, you know this, like when you rush a nickel off the edge, he can be disruptive. And think about a running back having to come across the formation to block a full-speed Harold Perkins. Like that is a scary thought for a running back. As far as setting the edge, that's going to have to be something that, like, you're going to have your edge defender as well, but like he's going to be able to be a little bit more free because he's not going to be that edge defender, right? He's going to be able to set the edge coming downhill. I love the move for him. LSU has to have him be a dog. He has to be a version of what we saw him be his freshman year. And we have to remember, even if it doesn't show up in sacks, he is a player that can help them in coverage, in the run game, and also getting after the quarterback.
Yeah, Harold Perkins has been this puzzle for defensive coordinators, defensive coaches to figure out where his piece fits. Because when it fits, it's incredible. When it doesn't fit, it doesn't stick out. And that's with any position, and trying to find, it's the coach's job to find the timing and how to use talent. And my God, does this guy have talent just oozing out of him, right? And it just kind of like body type, size, puts him as this kind of tweener guy. Like, what do we do? How do we get the most out of him? I don't agree that the star nickel Sam is the place for him every down and distance. Maybe first down, maybe second down.
Yeah, he'll move to the edge some, for sure.
But you're also doing a disservice to something that he has proved as a freshman that he can be a lead at, which is spying the quarterback. You can't do that
too,
from nickel
sure.
Sam.
Yeah.
You can't do that from defensive end as much. So it's up to Blake Baker and the defensive staff to figure out how to utilize him with that, because this year you're going to have it. You're going to have it game one. You're going to have it. You have to have Harold Perkins stalking Cade Klubnik.
Would you? Let me ask you this real quick.
You got 4 or 5 quarterbacks that he is going to be a key factor.
Yeah,
and he doesn't do. And nickel Sam.
You got Diego Pavia. Like you got Lenore Sellers.
You got Lenore Sellers. Like you can't do that at nickel Sam. So in third down passing situations, he doesn't need to play nickel Sam. Yeah, okay, he's serviceable in coverage. He's good. He's a good athlete.
Yeah.
Nah, he needs to be putting a move on a tackle.
Yeah.
He needs to be putting a move on a tight end staying in. Like I get the theory of it'd be really cool to see him coming off the edge and like being lined up one-on-one with the back. Yeah, that'd be cool because he's going to win that battle.
Yep.
But I think from a play-in, play-out situation, he needs to be attacking the quarterback on passing situations, or in a lot of these games that we're going to need it, spying the quarterback. You can find a lot of serviceable guys that can line up in coverage, but to have his skill set is rare.
No, I agree with you, but here's the question and kind of the devil's advocate I'll throw back at you. Whit Weeks is pretty damn athletic too, and I think he can also be a quarterback spy. So if you were the defensive coordinator, knowing you have 2 guys that can do it, don't you have to come up with a game plan that's going to feature both of those guys so you don't know, hey, this is going to be the quarterback spy, and you can be really creative. And then it puts a lot of pressure on whatever linebacker is next to Whit Weeks, because then you've got some things that you've got to do. Yep. You're going to have more space. Yep. And that could be Wes Weeks, it could be Devon Keys. But the fact that you do have 2 guys that can do it, don't you need to be able to utilize that to your advantage as well?
Yeah, it's certainly a luxury to have, and you have 2 guys that can do. I mean, we're calling it a spy. Like sometimes it's not like actually declared a spy. It's just a guy is told to, all right, you're the hook player here, you're the curl player here, whatever it is as a linebacker, like inside zone defensive terminology. Like sometimes it's like, all right, let's be faster to react to a quarterback this time. Maybe it's not. Maybe sometimes it is a spy. Like Harold Perkins, like is a legit spy versus Bryce Young. But it is a luxury to have multiple.
And the next
people
year we just did. Nah, that's not a good idea against Jalen.
It's just like as LSU fans, we're pulling our hair out sometimes when we're watching the defense out there, because you got a quarterback scrambling around for 13 seconds, and then he makes a first down, runs for 12 yards on left side of the field, and you got Harold Perkins covering the curl flat on the right side of the field. Like, what are we doing? He doesn't need to be
curl flat.
He doesn't need to be doing the curl flat on the far side of the field. The quarterback's running around for 12 seconds.
I agree. There's going to be certain game plans. And again, I do think like the star position as far as where he's going to live on first and second down, I like that position for him. But I also agree with you, and it's a great point, that if you're playing one of these quarterbacks and you're going to play multiple guys, Cade Klubnik, we talked about it, over 500 rushing yards. Diego Pavia can change a game, and his is not going to be design quarterback runs. I think it's even more important against a guy like that. I thought Whit Weeks did a really nice job on him a year ago. Ole Miss, Arkansas. Remember how good Whit was last year against Arkansas and Taylor Green. Like, you have multiple guys that can do it, but you have to be better against elite running quarterbacks. And I think you're going to face some. You might not face the athletic ability of a Jalen Milroe on this schedule because, like, that was his strongest suit. He's a track guy. We saw how that went. But you're going to face
a lot. You're going to face more of them.
Yes, you're going to face in the totality of the schedule. I think there's going to be more of them.
Of 5 good ones.
Yeah. Mateer at Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
he rushed for, I think, 400-plus yards a year ago, if I'm not – hell, actually, I think it was a lot more. I think he was, like, closer to 700 or something. I mean, this is somebody – again, like, John Mateer is going to have design quarterback runs, but also, like, he's going to have some improv. And he's going to – like, same thing with Diego Pavia. So that position, whoever that ends up being, is going to be as important as anybody.
And what you said about interviewing Jimbo Fisher years ago, like they're like, all right, well, yeah, he's a great player, great rusher, but let's just run right at him because that guy's a younger player, just didn't have the ass for it, right? Like he's just skinny, fast. I mean, he's 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know his measurables right now. But
Mateer had 826 yards.
Okay. With sacks.
15 touchdowns on the ground.
I knew it was a big number. I didn't know it was that 826.
Wazoo.
So, yeah.
So anyway, like Harold's passing the eyeball test. I don't know what his measurables are compared to years before.
Yeah.
But he looks like got a little bit more muscle, got a little bit bigger. Like we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But earlier in his days, yeah, you could just line up if he was playing that defensive end hand in the dirt. Yeah, you could run right at him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that will probably change as he continues to progress in his career.
Again, one of the things, like if you're having this conversation, we're talking about, spying a quarterback, making sure the running quarterback doesn't go off on you. Again, like, yes, Harold Perkins is going to be very important. Whit Weeks is going to be very important because they're going to be assigned to said quarterback. But also you have to remember Devon Keys and Wes Weeks, like whoever that linebacker that, gets left on the island, he's used to having a partner next to him. It's kind of like we always talk about, like when you play tackle, you're on an island. When you play guard, you got some bodyguards. So that player, it's a trickle-down effect. Like this, you talk about the totality of a defense or an offense or whatever it might be. And I'm excited about Devon Keys. Nobody's talked about him in training camp. I haven't heard this show, any show, talk about Devon Keys. But if you have a 5-minute conversation with Blake Baker, he's going to bring up Devon Keys in the first 2 minutes. I think we all forget how good he was a year ago as a freshman. I mean, he had big play after big play. I mean, you go back and you watch the latter portion of the season, even in a game against Florida in a loss, like he played really well in that game. So, like, that's a player that if you're going to do all these things that we talk about with all these X factors and Weeks and Perkins, Devon Keys, and again, Wes Weeks is going to play as well, they're going to be as important as anybody to make sure that you're able to do all the things we're talking about.
Yeah, I think that the more we just kind of dive into the personnel, the more that what I'm hearing and what we're all saying is this is by far going to be the best defense that we've had in the Brian Kelly area. So
William said, well, Jacob sounds weird. Maybe you should get on hyping him up. I know, but nobody ever calls me that. I got you, Willie. I'll start that. Devon Keys, let's go.
Defense player of the year.
Didn't say that, but he's really good. And he played really well as a freshman. And the defensive coordinator loves him. He is going to have a role on this team. That might be the first time that anybody's mentioned him. And he played a lot last year. He actually started at star last year. Like at the back end of the season, they put him in that role. So
how many yards did y'all say John Mateer had rushing?
Over 800.
I'm reading 857.
Yep. Pretty good.
857 if you don't include the sacks, so to say.
And again, he's going to do it both ways. Design quarterback runs and also just off the cuff there. Play breaks down. So real quick, he was so good at Wazoo, but he had Cam Ward, who was the number 1 pick, in front of him, that they did create that package that I talk about where he was in the backfield with Cam Ward, and they would hand the ball off to him, and he would throw it. They would fake it and, let him get into the flats, and they'd throw it to him. They had one play where he's the running back. Cam Ward catches it, kind of wraps around, and John Mateer would try to throw it to Cam Ward. I mean, he was a talent that they knew, even though they had the future number 1 overall pick, they had to integrate into the game plan. and he's athletic enough to go back there and do things like that, that's what we're talking about. You might not have a Jalen Milroe, but you got 5 dudes that can go out there and beat you with their legs.
Yeah. John Mateer is like this. Like, we know him because he played, and we just like you laid it all out. He was behind Cam Ward, and he's this guy that could end up being real scary. Has the potential to. Now he might just be a serviceable, good, dangerous player that plays well, 80% of the times and has some bad games. But he's got the talent and the skill set. If Venables and the crew can figure out how to call a good offense, which they could not do a year ago. Their offense was, objectively bad. So which is weird for an Oklahoma Sooner fan base, I'm sure, to have a not very good offense and be at the bottom of the
two Heisman Trophy quarterbacks and a runner-up like in a 4-year span.
Yeah, and overall be at the bottom of your conference. So I think if they can utilize it and he can carry over and the hype train is real with him, he's got a chance to be pretty scary in this league.
All right, we will take a break. It is football season. Training camp, pads, preseason games coming up. Certainly want to get to some New Orleans Saints talk. Got some good news. Wait, did I just hear ick? Did we just hear ick over there from Alondra?
Did that get picked up?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know if the listeners heard it, but I can appreciate the fact that I heard it with headphones on. I get it. It's a 32nd ranked roster.
Let's
go, Rat Pack, baby.
Rat Pack, Rat Dad. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, she's excited.
I'm Rat Pack, brother.
I'm excited about Spencer Rattler and his potential.
Okay, there you go. We got something. And also smelling salts, maybe they're not banned.
What?
Stick around and find out. OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. Buying new, leasing, renting, whatever the case might be, they have got you covered. And everything is available, no matter what you need, right? We always talk about it. Sequoia, Sienna, Tundra, Tacoma, Highlander, whatever. Midsize, full-size SUV, van, truck, hybrid, sedan. And, of course, you can go buy one new. We all know that. But the cool part about it is, leasing, everything's available. Not going to get that many places either, but you're certainly not going to get it in the rental department. Per day rental prices, incredible prices as well. Going to beat those national car rental places every single time. Go to the website, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
When you mentioned all the models of cars, you didn't mention the Corolla, which is what my 2 older sisters had as their first car. Why? Because my parents were like, it's a reliable, it's safe, it's efficient, and it was good enough for their little girls. So go see them today. Go see all their cars, brand new, used, whatever it is. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
Lucy Lou, with my girl Drew, Cameron D and Destiny, Charlie's Angels, come on. Bring it. Question, tell me what you think about me. I buy my own diamonds and I buy my own rings. Only ring your celly when I'm feeling lonely. When it's all over, please get up and leave. Question,
from the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Always 50-50 in relationships. The shoes on my feet, I buy. The clothes I'm wearing, I buy. The rock I'm rocking, I buy. 'Cause I depend on me. If I want it, the watch I'm wearing, I buy. The house I live in, I buy. The car I'm driving, I buy. I depend on me. I depend on me. All the women who independent, throw your hands up at me. All the hunters making money.
Well, Charlie's Angels.
It's a good movie. Lucy Lou.
I just need to know real quick before we move on. Has R&B Thursdays made y'all enjoy R&B music more?
It's not that I didn't enjoy it. It just wasn't a go-to for me. But yeah, I mean, I like it.
Okay.
Yeah, like
All
I
right.
love Destiny's Child.
Right.
I love
Okay.
TLC.
All right.
I've told you all this. I love In Vogue.
You do?
Like
In
I
Vogue's
love
great.
In Vogue. I
Vogue's
just
great.
never play them because it feels like a.
You do it after 7:35. Flynn,
What's up?
R&B now, kind of finding its way into the playlist maybe a little bit more.
No, not on the normal playlist, but I've always liked it.
All right.
Always liked these
Tay-Tay,
songs.
you
I
might
always
be
said
the
Tony
best
Rich,
answer. I
dude.
mean,
Yeah, true.
from Walker, Louisiana, how are you feeling now about R&B?
I don't mind taking in R&B on Thursday mornings. Do I take it in outside of work? No, but I enjoy it.
Okay. All right, we're getting there. Baby steps. Baby steps.
No one,
Because
not everybody has to be like you.
who said that? I like to think, Alondra, could you back me up here? I like to think that I listen to all music.
Yeah.
Very
You do,
eclectic.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
Yeah,
and that's
thank
what
you.
how everybody should be. Everybody should listen to all types
I think
of
I
music.
listen to everything.
Yeah. What is the what
Except for,
genre
like,
y'all do?
EDM.
What? Okay,
That's like
EDM.
the one. But y'all know this about me. I don't really do computer music.
I don't like mumble rap.
Yeah, I don't like that
Can't
either.
get behind
So
it.
anything made after like 2012, you're out.
I mean, well, I mean
Most
now,
likely the
like they're in
new-
that, like it's like
Right.
it's kind of phasing out a little bit. Thank God.
Yeah,
But
like
mumble
the-
rap,
the
man,
newish
I can't
hip-hop,
get behind
yeah.
that. Oh, Jodeci will make an appearance. Don't you worry.
But like I
Some
kind of just
ladies.
appreciate all types of music.
Same.
Even the computer generated music.
Except for that. That's like the one I just cannot get behind.
Computer generated.
Yeah, like
What'd you
EDM.
start, like-
Yeah, computer music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
I
well,
like that either.
I will say there was a big phase. I think it's kind of phasing out now, like or is phased out where people's voices were just like so computer generated. But I think more talented people are actually or the ones becoming stars now, which
Yeah.
is nice. I feel like there was a pretty good stretch of time where some very untalented people
Oh, for sure.
were the top.
Yes.
I feel like it's changed now. I feel like there's a lot more talent out there
In which realm?
in all the realms.
I think people can make music pretty easy. I want to say easy. It's not
Chat
easy.
GPT.
Easier, like
I mean,
'cause
we
just like
have a-
podcasting, like you
She
can have
made
your stuff
a-
at home now. Is what I'm.
She made a very
Yep.
like
We have a OTB AI song, but it's like
Yeah.
from when T-Bob was here, so we never play it anymore.
When I do my,
it's cringe but
Remember?
fun.
about that.
Remember the song?
I think I heard it. I think I remember hearing it.
Tay-Tay got the smile.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did you drive off the road when you heard it?
I've been called worse things. So
I would
I'll
always
take that.
randomly drop it, and T-Bob would be like, "Oh my god, it's a really bad song."
Also, like
Say
T-Bob
hi.
of all people seems like he would love that. Well, he was also scared of AI though.
That's true. Which he should be. Everybody
Can
should
we
be
get
scared.
a new OTB song
Like a new
from our guy
AI
Bilbo
one?
Baggins?
Is that what he's talking? Like a new AI one, like the one that we're
Yeah.
Can we play? Bilbo,
How easy is it
Bilbo,
for-
you're on
It's
this one.
pretty
Can we
easy.
get an AI or like early 2000s R&B song
for OTB.
for OTB?
Okay, I'll
Please.
try to get
Let's
it
do it.
done today.
No,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
tell ChatGPT to like make it good.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, don't suck.
Yeah.
Right. Make it
So is-
objectively
Is
good.
it pretty
Anytime-
easy? Because I wanted to do like one for
Yeah.
like each quarterback and do a breakdown of
Okay.
yeah, a song for the quarterback.
Yeah.
The problem I have with AI, and I don't know how you don't fall into this as much as you love it, it's cheesy as hell.
It is so cheesy.
So cheesy. Like the rejoins that it tried to give us for this show, like I loathe them.
I was
I
sent
hate
40
them
and we
bad.
used 5 of them.
I think it just depends on what application. Like when if it's writing like a retirement speech. it's
I actually
great.
did pretty good.
It's
Both
pretty
of
good.
ours
I
was
mean,
pretty
it roasted
good.
y'all.
It did.
I
Which-
teared up during Matt's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure, as you should. Me too. So did everybody listening. I've had multiple people stop me around town saying, "Hey man, congrats on the retirement."
Here's what we do. We get an OTB because we got somebody in the chat says not an R&B fan at all. Okay, here's what we do. We get a country version, an R&B version. What was it that you like? House music version?
House music, yeah.
Yeah. And
Trap
then
music.
We get trap music version. And then we get an emo as a throwback to Alondra's youth.
Dude, I was so emo.
Like
Like I had the, like back in the day where girls would just dye the bottom of their hair a different color.
That wasn't cool.
Do you know what I'm talking about though?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
It's never
I
cool.
dyed the bottom of my hair pink.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I thought it was
That's
cool.
not real goth though.
It kind of is like more emo, like scene, whatever.
Yeah, okay. I got it.
It was for Warped Tour.
Wait, I don't even know what that is.
It was
Oh,
like
I
a
don't
emo
either.
tour it was Vans Warped Tour. And I went when I was like in middle school, and it was in San Antonio, and there's just a bunch of like emo bands and like rock bands that go. But they brought it back this year.
All right. Let's go.
That's how
Let's do a show
that's
from
how
there.
seen I was back in the day.
Show from there. Can we get one of the songs for the OTB in like a Papa Roach style?
Cut my life
Yep.
Pieces. This is my last
OTB.
redone. Oh, it might not be that.
It's perfect.
I don't know if I'm getting a lot of text messages from a lot of people.
I'm gonna,
What is happening?
my
know.
dad is blowing my phone
I
up.
don't know if our
I get no text about the show.
no, it's not about the show. Our poncho shoot might have
Released?
been released.
Oh,
I'm getting
sweet.
a lot of like text messages. I see also here in the chat somebody said something about it.
Hey, everybody, come see how good we look.
If the pictures came out good, I think it's because I was in here
T-Pal
gassing y'all up.
said OTB made poncho. Oh, look at us.
Dang,
Where is
dude.
it?
Cheese and cheese.
Is it on Twitter?
God,
I don't know.
She's
All right.
hard, brother.
Yeah. Look,
Where
I'm
did
happy.
you find that?
It was like on an email.
Okay.
Oh.
Oof. Not the email.
Y'all
Yeah.
made an email?
Not the email list. All right.
Yeah,
Mo.
you made the email, buddy.
All right. Let's take a break.
Come on,
Send a
everybody.
screenshot.
Yeah, we'll do some research to see if we can throw those
Some
up
research.
there. A little research.
I got it right here, guys.
More OTB when we come back. 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
We worldwide. GCOPnet.com is the website. They are the absolute leader in Louisiana. It's not just about documents anymore. It's about managing and hosting the information your company needs to grow and thrive in the years ahead. In New Orleans, in Baton Rouge, in Mandeville, in Lafayette. So many different things they can do for you. And when you have something that comes up, if you've got a question, if you want to order something like whatever, you're going to get in contact with them and you're going to talk to a human being, and you're not going to get transferred 17 times, right? You are going to get them the very first time. So go to the website, gcopnet.com. That's Gulf Coast Office Products.
Yeah, I can tell you from experience, a guy that goes into the office every single day, like your copier printer is the lifeline of your operations, of your facility, how it operates. So go see truly the leader in Louisiana leader in copiers and printers. Go see them, work with them today, gcopnet.com.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
So it turns out the NFL is not as dumb as I thought they were. Smelling salts are not going to be banned. I think they probably heard from some of the biggest players in the NFL said, hold up
OTB.
now, wait a minute.
They're listening.
We ain't about that life. How am I supposed to get ready if I can't stay ready? All right. So this is from the Players Union, which y'all know how I feel about the Players Union.
Love them.
Nope. To clarify, this policy does not prohibit players from the use of these substances, but rather it restricts clubs from providing or supplying them in any form. That's not a big deal.
I'm pretty sure
We used to bring in our own anyway. The extra
you?
strength ones. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that is an inaccurate statement. I'm pretty sure yesterday it did say players cannot use them.
Look, you know how that you know how the NFL is. Like
Let's
they're gonna
twist
walk
words.
it back and they're gonna
Yeah, it sounds like they are reeling that back in.
Yeah, the Players Union. There's no I don't know how you feel about them. We've never really had this conversation. You get paid a lot of our money and our dues for what? Don't really know. Don't really know a time that you fought for me or Flynn or anybody post-playing career. Maybe like we were lucky enough to be set up. Maybe you just give somebody a call. Maybe you're like, hey, you've played football your entire life. You've worked, for this one goal your entire life, and now you're 32 years old and you got to do something different. Hey, can we help you?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that phone call could happen with all the money that we pay you throughout our NFL career. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe that's asking too much.
The teams and organizations cannot purchase it, but players can. So I guess I'm envisioning the organization saying, hey, here's a sheet. If you want to purchase these, we will deduct it from your check and we'll purchase it all for you on behalf of you, and we will apply it and give it to you like we always have. Is basically what I'm hearing. But as long as they pay for it, so it'll probably just get auto-deducted from their playing check. And I'm sure one person, one vet on every team will pay for the whole team's smelling salts.
Yeah.
It'll be a non-issue. And it does sound like a lot of backtracking here. But you know what? These players, they've been doing it forever. And if they know if there is any negative effects medically to it, which it sounds like it's just kind of unproven. We kind of read it yesterday what the FDA's response to the whole smelling salt stuff was. Like, if you know the facts and you're an adult and it doesn't hurt anybody else,
I knew that, basically like a couple of rams out in the wild, that me and Patrick Willis hitting each other over and over again. I knew it wasn't great for my brain.
Yeah, without the horns,
I understood that. I knew that. You know what? I do it all over again.
Yep.
It is what it is.
I knew that.
Give me my salts.
Like, I was taking high-powered anti-inflammatories for probably a little too long. Probably wasn't great on the old liver. But you know what? I was getting paid a lot of money to be there, and I had to perform. I didn't want to get fired.
It's very true.
So I had to do it.
Would you do it again?
Yes.
We'll do hour 3 again when we come back.
Boom.
Off the bench.
All right, go to yourgoodwood.com. That is the website for Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. And look, you should not live life with fear or embarrassment. Just should not be the case, because it doesn't have to be the case. You get a consultation set up with Goodwood, and they are going to help you fix whatever issue you've got going on. But you can't do it unless you get everything booked at the website, yourgoodwood.com. Find a full list of services, pricing, information right there on the homepage as well. Again, one more time, yourgoodwood.com.
Yeah, go see your Goodwood. You go see them. You don't need smelling salts to get excited. Just go see them. See what they can do. I mean, we got these bodies. Things go wrong. You need some help, especially as we age. They are the pros. They can help you out. So go see with their services, their pricing, all their resources, all on one page. And go call them today or just go visit them. Yourgoodwood.com.